Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Coming back to my story again. I just finished with all the companies and the government departments that were bullying me and harassing me and treating me with impunity, assassinating my character and defamation of my character, and my oppression. Now I got a list of friends here and drug dealers that were also treating me with impunity, just like the system, just like all the government departments, just like all my work companies, and like all my work colleagues. They were all treating me the same. And I didn't know this. KITTO, he was there, lived at Brownie Towers and he used to sell drugs. Everybody knew, Holmes West knew as well. He was bullying me, and he was a drug dealer, getting away with selling drugs and bullying me. Sam and Ben. Sam was Ken's missus. Ben was her son. They were bullying me. They were treating me as a pedophile, basically, with her son. They set me up one time with her son in a room to see whether I have any pedophile notions about doing anything with her son. They set me up for that. And apparently her son had got raped by Max, another guy that was staying at Brownie Towers, while he was playing computer games. And they'd done this all to see what I thought about it. Because they were bullying me, because everyone's called me a rapist and a pedophile. Rebekah and her boyfriend Luke, they were bullying me. They were also dealing drugs. Nick from Morley, he was a mate of mine, he was also a drug dealer. And he was also bullying me. He had some friends he set me up with as well, in Morley as well. They were also bullying me. Robert Baum. Rob, he was bullying me. He's the Indonesian guy that trafficking drugs from Indonesia. Was selling drugs out of his mum's house to me in South Perth. He used to deal drugs out of his mum's house. He was bullying me, treating me as a rapist, treating me with impunity. He was calling me a rapist to my face. I didn't know this at the time, and he was talking about him driving trucks and all that. The reason why he said that was because people called me a truckie for mistakenly having anal sex with my ex-wife. And Charlene, they were bullying me. These are drug dealers. They were treating me the same as all the system and all the companies I've mentioned previously in these videos. They were all treating me the same. And these are drug dealers. Craig Hector, he was dealing drugs. And he was calling me a rapist to my face. Tucson, he was calling me a dog. Everything to my face. They were all bullying me and I didn't know at the time, because they were manipulating my vulnerability. They were catching me in moments when I was feeling vulnerable or I was strung out from dabbling in drugs, you know. And this is what everybody was doing. They were coming to me at a time of weakness, and instead of being my friends, they were being arseholes to me and bullying me. John, a white guy that stayed in a nice big mansion in South Perth, Rob's mate, he had me washing his car there one day. John Hill, an Irish guy from FMG, he was bullying me and making me wait. KORGGI from up the road, she was bullying me, treating me with impunity, making a cunt of me. MERV THELMA, he sold me drugs, and he was bullying me. I won't elaborate on the stories, I'm just giving you a list of names of people that have bullied me. I've got all their stories in a different section, which I won't bother with now. I just want to get all the people out the way that were bullying me and treating me with impunity. Because I want you to remember that all the companies I've mentioned previously, they all go back to 2011. All my work companies, all the government departments, the Salvation Armies, the places that help people, the buskers, everybody was treating me with impunity, including these drug dealers and friends and family, and I didn't know about it. Basically almost society was treating me with impunity, and I didn't know it at the time. I didn't know that they were bullying me to my face, and they were all in on some game of bullying me. So all those people I just mentioned, they were all drug dealers bullying me. They assassinated my character, defamation of my character, slander in my name. Some of them were intimidating and harassing me. They're guilty of bullying me and oppressing me and treating me with impunity. It's sad because they've all oppressed me in my character and my nature as a person. They've all oppressed me and held me back from me expressing myself as I normally would, because they came to me with ulterior motives to treat me in a certain way. So I've never been myself around them, you know, because of me having respect for them as well. But as it turns out, they all used me as a friend and treated me with impunity. So they weren't really being friends to me, they were bullying me. This is over a period of years. I found all this out in 2017, last year. And this was going on for the 6 years before that. So those were all the drug dealers. This year is a list of women actually that were bullying me. All my friends, apparently. SONIA MOFFERDIN, she was bullying me. She done the same thing KORGGI, the drug dealer, was doing to me, pulling faces and doing weird stuff when I saw her at the shops. BRONWYN MYLES, DARLEAN ASHBY. DARLEAN ASHBY was bullying me in 2013. BRONWYN MYLES in 2012 and 11. Rachel KAPEWELL, she was bullying me over, treating me with impunity over Facebook, sending all those messages, sexually connotational and talking about her son and stuff. RENEE Cooper, I was a bit sad about RENEE Cooper finding out that she bullied me and treated me with impunity, because she's my ex-girlfriend from high school. KERRY Francis, she came to bully me. HAYLEY Miles, SHARLENE Taylor was bullying me, and MERVY BADAWY. HAYLEY, SHARLENE and MERVY have basically slandered my name and accused me of being a rapist and defamation of my character, because they are the three women in my life that the system has been bullying me for. HAYLEY, SHARLENE and MERVY. But we'll get to them later. So all these women, supposed to be my friends, they were assassinating my character, defamation of my character, slandering me, bullying me, and oppressing me, and treating me with impunity. Like I said, it's sad because every time someone came to me or spoke to me, they came with an ulterior motive to oppress me and be superior, to make me an inferior, They came. They came with plans to be superior to me, to act better than me, basically. Showing me up and stuff. I've got a list of guys here, my apparent friends as well, that over the years were bullying me as well. It's pretty sad when you find out that all the people that you trusted are the people that stab you in the back and bully you. That's why I didn't know, because I trusted all these people as my friends. I trusted my work as not having anything to do with my personal business or personal life. I trusted my work colleagues because they don't know me. But apparently they do know me through some kind of exploitation or slander, because they were all treating me with impunity and bullying me. So these guys, yeah, Wayne van der Merwe, he was bullying me and treating me with impunity and setting me up from 2011 with BRONWYN Miles, 2012 with drug dealers, 2013 at Brownie Towers. That was the last time I saw him. He fought with me deliberately. Obviously I found all that out in this last year. He's been one of the first players in this game of bullying me. He even sold me an iPod one time for $50. And that iPod had the initials on it, RK, which could be Rebekah KITTO, the drug dealer's son's girlfriend up the road here. Because I think people thought I stole it. It had RK in it. I think it might have been Rebekah KITTO. And that purple iPod, it had a camera on it as well. And he gave me that, so I gave him $50 for it. So I think it was also a setup, because people thought that I'd walk around and film women or perv on women. So he sold me that fucking iPod deliberately, because it had a camera. People wanted to see if I'm going to walk around video cammering people secretly. He was bullying me. Chris BETHAM, a guy from work, he was bullying me in 2012, 13. Cameron, a guy from work, from Transfield, one of my friends, he came to take me out with his ute one time and we were driving around. Sean Thomasson, at Carousel, he was bullying me when he was babysitting someone else's daughters. MARLON elephant, he came to my house to make a cunt of me, take a photo of me without my knowledge. All at moments while I was vulnerable. Didn't fix my car. That was all orchestrated on purpose. He didn't fix my car. He could have fixed it for me. He could have made a lot of people happy, but he chose not to. He chose to make a bastard of me and treat me with impunity. I still don't know why these people were doing this, by the way. Adrian DeVaz, Byron's wife's sister's husband, he was bullying me at Byron's son's christening. Sean Johns, he was bullying me at the Salvation Army about my hip and dancing. He was being sarcastic because I couldn't dance and I couldn't walk properly because I was in chronic pain. And he was bullying me. Craig Thomas, he came to my house there like Marlon, bullied me and treated me like an absolute cunt on purpose. He gave me a bit of an emotional conflict with myself because he made me so angry. And I only found out in this year that he had done that deliberately. I was very upset about all these people bullying me, because they're all supposed to be my friends. They were all treating me like a bastard and showing me up. Royden Philander, Bronwyn's ex-boyfriend, he was bullying me. sending me photos of my cousin Bronwyn, cream pie photos and naked photos, the photos of her ass and her pussy. You know what I mean? I've lost everything in my life because of what people say and been falsely accused of being a rapist. And he was bullying me with photos of my cousin's vagina and ass and him rooting her and cream pie photos. I mean, how can I lose everything in my life when people treat me like... I've lost everything in my life based on false accusations, right? I've lost everything, my career, my jobs, my houses, my kids, everything. And these people were bullying me with impunity. So people, that's serious offences. They accuse me of being a rapist 2 times. And pedophile and this and that. That's serious offences. I've lost everything in my life. But all these people came to bully me with impunity. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not serious. They just came to bully me. While I've lost and I'm losing everything in my life. And these are all my friends. It's like they're personally attacking me for some reason. Whether they believe I'm a rapist or not, or what it is. Or what the problem is. Calvin Pretorius, I think it's Pretorius, Calvin, Lincoln's brother, he was bullying me. Him, Ricardo Whittle, bullied me. Kurt Small was bullying me. Damon, the guy from Brownie Towers, was bullying me. Selwyn Russen. There's a story about me and Selwyn Russen that, like I said, the system knows what I'm thinking. So I haven't told anybody these stories that I've told you in the video. The system's invaded my privacy and got my private information. And they've treated me with impunity based on my private information that I haven't expressed to anybody. So all this information I'm expressing to you in these videos is the first time I'm telling people about them. And the system's made me lose everything because of all this information. Well, the system made me lose everything because of all this information. And I hadn't told anybody all this. I hope I don't sound confusing. Sometimes it gets a bit confusing for myself. But it's always just a reminder of how people have bullied me and treated me with impunity, and it's quite depressing actually. It's very sad to know this. It's very sad to know that over a period of years, people were bullying me. And I didn't realize because they were my friends and trusted. People I trusted. So Selwyn Russen, there was a story about him and Brake Fluid and me and these other girls. And Selwyn Russell, he won't talk to me on Facebook. Apparently people do these cryptic messages. He posted photos of him turning his back on me, like him turning his back with his kid. It's like people do this thing on Facebook. I'm being cyberbullied at the moment. I've been cyberbullied for the last 6 years. Everything on my internet has been hacked by the system. The police, the mental health system, whichever department it is, it's all hacked. People know exactly what I'm doing and they bully me. They've been bullying me through Facebook for years. So Selwyn won't talk to me. These people that I mentioned, they won't talk to me. All these stories I say are true. So the system's isolating me from these people, of me talking to these people. I couldn't get into contact with Selwyn. I tried Selwyn a year and a half, 2 years ago. He won't contact me. Because these stories, I wanted to tell people. I wanted to inform people that I've got stories to tell that will involve them. And they won't talk to me. They isolate me, so I tell him my stories. So I'm telling the stories now. Anyway, so Selwyn, his dad was sending me all these church messages and everything and this and that. I don't know why. I'm glad he stopped now. Maybe he heard that story of me and Selwyn, which was about 20-something years ago. We were boys then. But anyway, so those are a list of guys and friends that have bullied me, assassinated my character, defamation of my character, slandered my name, bullied me, oppressing me, and treating me with impunity. That's all my friends. This is all my friends, girlfriends, and friends which are drug dealers. So all of them are treating me the same as my work colleagues, my work companies, the government departments, businesses. So the point I'm trying to get across is everybody was treating me as something I'm not. Everyone was bullying me. The next video I'm going to do is on my family. They were bullying me. So I'll come back with that video next. Another guy I forgot to mention was David Manuel. I forgot to give David a mention. He was bullying me as well. David's been a friend of mine since kids. They used to come to my house. And he was bullying me. Treating me like an idiot. So I'll come back with